Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming here. My name is Gavin, and if you're here for the first time, this is part 4 in a very long interview that Todd Kohlhepp, the South Carolina serial killer, did with police on November 22nd of 2016, which was about 3 weeks after he was caught. So if you haven't watched the previous ones, I really suggest that you go back and watch those. And if you have, then stick with me. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything else that I want to add to this. I've said ad nauseum, though I deeply mean it. I hope that by putting this out there, I'm not hurting any of the families and loved ones of the victims of Mr. Kohlhepp. I'm hoping that there is just some value in sharing this so that we all understand, or can at least try to understand, the ramblings of what is, in my opinion, just a completely crazy, delusional man. But thanks for joining me, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in.
All of my weapons, what do they tell you? The weapons tell a story, man.
If I walk
on them, because I'm not. And please, no, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, I'm not as weapon oriented as like Mark would be.
It's not the weapons I'm saying.
Okay.
I go to your car. I look in your car. We go to my car. Look at my car. I know this person. I'll see their car.
Mm-hmm.
Car tells you about the kind of person. It's not the car itself. It's how you take care of the car.
Right.
Okay. Although mine's been pretty dirty because I was pretty fucking busy lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I backed into a mailbox. Shit happens, man. Fuck. I took it's actually a 6-gallon bucket of brass to a friend of mine, not but 4 days before that. Bearable brass. Just brass. He's like, God damn, he reloads. And I was like, yeah, can you clean this up and reload? What do you want? He should have asked that. I had a spec list. I was like, look, I know you can't do, I know you do the 5.56, the 300 you can do. I've got some 308 in there. Let's see. You can't do the 50. I got a bunch of 40, but you don't have the dies for the 40. But I got a shitload of 9. I got a shitload of 45, and you got the dies for that. It's like, yep. Make it happen.
What does it tell me about you?
Yeah. And actually, it should. The weapon should tell you. There's 2 things about the weapons that should tell you a lot more about me than you think. No, probably more than 2, but 2 primary.
More than just the weapons, everything, you're a planner.
Mm-hmm.
You look at different scenarios, and even though like you've got everything in its place, everything's going to be in its place, so you don't have to, no matter what vest you put on,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to, okay, this is over here, this is over here, it's all in the same location. But over and above that, you would do like they teach us. You would see a situation.
Mm-hmm.
How am I going to react to this situation?
I was covered.
That's exactly, what am I going to do if this happens? What am I going to do if this happens? What am I going to do if this happens?
My guns were professional grade.
Mm-hmm.
All of my guns are professional grade. You notice there's almost nothing that doesn't have a threaded barrel.
The reason that is, number one, you have expensive tastes.
It's not the money.
But it's more of a quality taste.
It is.
It's not, it wouldn't matter if they were $500 cheaper than what you paid for them. It's more of a quality and reliability.
Here's the difference between where I'm trying to go with this.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean shit.
Right.
Doesn't make the person.
Right.
I was a lot happier, believe it or not, when I worked as a graphic designer, barely keeping the lights on, than I was in real estate making an assload of money. I didn't have the stress and the drama.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any fucking money to have drama. But I mean, if I could get a couple beers and I get a couple things, I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't really go into this to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
You look at people's guns, it tell you a lot. It tells you a lot more about a person than you think. My guns are painted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a rattle can guy. Rattle can guy will tell you something. I didn't hydro dip. I didn't make Gucci guns.
Mm-hmm.
They're tools.
Mm-hmm.
If I scratch one,
Mm-hmm.
who gives a fuck?
Right.
There's scratches on.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? Mine are not safe queens.
Right.
I've changed out barrels. I've gone through barrels.
Mm-hmm.
They're not safe queens.
Right.
They're ran. I mean, I wish my girlfriend was like truth. So, she's done. We're just not that. I mean, it's like when you guys tell her about all this shit, and she's like, getting me on the phone, she's like, what the fuck? And I'm going, what? She's like, it's like a whole other person. I'm like, honey, I did some fucked up shit, but I'm really not that kinky. After 8 years of being with me almost every night, I mean, kinky shit I try to go for the ass once in a while, and I usually get shot down. They're like, it's nice, my birthday. No. Maybe next year.
I'll buy you a beaver.
But I just don't do kinky shit. I mean, the vibrators and shit, I mean, she bought them.
One thing you were talking about, and the one thing I noticed, like even with the BMWs, and I think this is what you're getting at. The BMWs were high quality.
They are.
They're not over flashing.
I'm not doing it to impress anybody. I did it to impress me because it made me feel good. I had nice shit. I bought the BMWs because I wanted dependability.
Right.
And reliability.
Well, you're a lot like my father tried to teach me. He says, you buy a car that looks good on the outside to impress everybody else. You buy the inside for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I was with the guns. You buy the quality of guns that you buy because you want reliability. You want to know when you pull it, it's going to do what you want it to do. But you're not looking for flash.
There's no flash.
It's a tool.
There's no chrome.
Yeah.
I didn't hydro dip my shed.
Right. It's a tool.
It was rattle canned because I just wanted it to be subdued.
Right.
The NPX. Actually, the 716 is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Really is. Shit I've done on that fucking gun. But just got the damn Ruger Precision.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really like that the 700 bolt action. I love a bolt action. But I can cycle that bitch so damn fast. I mean, funny. You'd be surprised at groupings I can get.
The one thing it's taught me about you in looking at all those things, you're practical.
Mm-hmm.
You're system oriented.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes, especially like when you talk about your real estate and paying your bills and doing everything up front, but then when you talk about your guns and looking at your shop and looking at everything, you're very system oriented. You're very organized with that systems. You're very procedural.
Yeah.
You gotta have these like you said with the double gloves. You're very procedural. You think and calculate before you do something.
Mm-hmm.
Randomly,
Usually.
and as we again, randomly, something will happen that may throw you off of that game.
When I work with procedure, I'm clean.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm throwing off my game and the words fuck it come out, you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Shit happens too fast, and the first time you have contact, all plans go out the fucking door.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Everything goes tunnel vision.
Mm-hmm.
You hear everything, but you only see this.
Yeah.
Tunnel vision's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You have tunnel vision, you move fine. I don't know where people's like, everything slows down. Not for me. Everything got pretty goddamn fast.
Yeah.
But you're moving fast.
Mm-hmm.
Things change.
Right.
But I don't do flash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't try to brag about my guns.
Mm-hmm.
I belong to a shitload of groups. I'm not on group 2 anymore, so you're not going to be able to find that. At least not today.
I have a feeling you and I are going to talk a lot over the years.
But like the MP5. No, well,
Someday they'll. Well, I will say this: that someday they'll cut me out of the loop. You won't be talking to me.
You may come visit me. He was so Mark was so proud about his MP5. And I'm like, dude, I'm thinking in my head, I didn't want to be an asshole. I think I got one. And you know how heavy that motherfucker is?
At least as long as you're with the sheriff's office, you'll have me, because I'm the one that the sheriff said is.
I was heartbroken that you didn't come back and see me.
And I was going to. And then I was told not to.
I'm going to get me that.
I was told not to, because we were told that this guy that represented himself as an indigent attorney.
He came in. He has now, but he came in to see me, and I told him, I said, I need to talk to people. I need to talk about. I'm not going to sign shit. And then
he's the one that did the power of attorney, right?
He did.
Okay.
But he came in to do this, and all I had him do, I said, look, I ain't gonna sign with nothing right now. I said, I want to. I told him, I said, I want to talk to the officer. I mean, he was supposed to be coming back. I said, I told him I'd wait. I told you I'd wait.
Mm-hmm.
I did wait.
Mm-hmm. Well, see,
I didn't know I didn't know he had filled out anything until, and I told him, I was like, you gotta wait, because I mean, the guy said he was gonna come back, and then you sent word that you couldn't be here that day, but you'd be here tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm waiting.
And then we got information that he filed as your attorney.
I didn't know about that till days later.
Now, he hasn't notified the solicitor's office, and that's one of the reasons I was able, because number one, because you asked for me, that I was able to come back today. Mm-hmm. And number two, we found out that he never has notified the solicitor's office that he's your attorney. So he's not your attorney on record for everything that's going on here. He's your attorney apparently on record for these civil situations that you're going through.
No, he's supposed to be handling all the criminal shit.
Okay. He's not. I don't know.
We're gonna have a lot more talks. And then if you guys still got time tonight, I still got a couple more things for you. Unless you're just tired and I'll say, fucking, I shut up.
No, I mean, not.
I still don't understand why they haven't charged me.
I'll find out.
Why the fuck are they waiting? I'm like, seriously, what's the point?
Well, I think some of it has to do, they don't know what this attorney's plan, what this attorney's deal is. Is he your attorney or is he not?
He is my attorney.
Okay.
They're fighting me because what they want to do now is they're bitching. Everybody found out he was an indigent attorney. They want the case. I gave them the case. The problem is that everyone's crying, well, how do you get the attorney? One is called capital offenses. You know, I get busted selling.
Yeah, he's going to have a fucking gasket blow up if he finds out you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get the whole idea with the indigent. But the thing is, I am indigent at this point.
Right.
They've locked down everything.
See, I don't know who's locked it down. The bank?
What I've been told is I can't do anything. I until you release my 13 grand, that's done. I need that to help Ashley out.
Mm-hmm.
I put the money off my account and gave it to my mom, and they're having an account going, I think see, I'm like, really? I'm trying to help you. Shut the fuck out. I've already been told that they are trying to put a lien on the land and the house, which I've already been given the house back, but if you put a lien on it, I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pay for the damn kid. Yeah, look, being short, okay? The land's worth all the fucking money. And I know, seriously, I mean, I could sell it today for 1.1. Mm-hmm. And if you just let the stigma get over a little bit, dude, that's $4 to $6 million worth of dirt out there. Residential, not commercial. Has no commercial applications. Maybe in the front pasture, not the back.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not commercial setup. But it's set up real nice for a fucking subdivision. I don't know I'm going to forfeit that. I understand that Kayla has already talked to her attorney, and that you're talking about a not so ex, because it ain't ex, prostitute, stripper, drug fiend. Mm-hmm. She wants the money.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that she's going to cash cow this shit.
Right.
It's at the point that's almost made me want to be an asshole, because now I'm just basically fed her fucking heroin. Should have dropped her ass. Probably saw me a lot more drama. But still, I still don't know why I didn't.
Did you feel sorry for it all?
Totally.
Did you?
Dude, I tried to get her off drugs. Dude.
I think one of the letters even talked about that.
Yeah.
I think one of the letters even talked about
When I first got her, and then she was freaking the fuck out, and she was begging me to let her have her heroin. I finally just said, fuck it, and gave her the fucking bag, set the fuck bag. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I almost said, fuck off for a minute. And she pulled the stuff out of there. I'd already searched the bag. I mean, I saw the needle and shit, but there's nothing threatening to me, and you don't stab me up the fucking needle. I stepped the fuck back, and she shot up. And then she was shooting up saline water. She's like, I just like to rush. I'm like, fuck. You like poking needles in yourself? Read her letters. She talks about it. Talking about shooting up with the shit. I'm going, the fuck would you shoot saline? Well, it's the action that gets me off. I don't understand the shit. So she shot up that. Then I went out and managed to get her a couple of Roxy's, a friend of mine, just to get her to calm the fuck down and stop fucking going. And she was throwing up every 5 seconds and got the shakes and crying. And it wasn't crying for Charlie. She's crying for the fucking drugs. And I'm going, fuck me. So I tried to help her out, and I let her have some shit. And then I went and got my pain medication, which I thought because she's crying about her damn hip and shit, I thought she was going to basically eat the pill. And pissed me off because I just bought her that damn DVD player. And she takes a fucking some can and grinds I never saw anybody saying a damn pill before. Grind the damn pill, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? She snorted it. I'm going, fucking bitch. And then she's telling me that, if she ends up going back, if I let her go, she's gonna go out and get heroin and bring her back. She wanted the goats. She wanted the chicken coop. She wanted, the leggings and the negligees. Never saw her wear the negligees. She did look pretty good in the booty shorts.
Well, I gotta ask you this. Why did you not kill her? I know you said you came close several times.
Maybe.
Why?
Every time she went around.
What kept you from doing it?
I thought I could fix her. That's a stupid answer. I thought I could fix her. I don't know.
Do you think that was of a, for lack of a better word, do you think it was a delusion of grandeur? Like in retrospect, do you think you thought you could fix her, but it was something you wanted, but in the back of your mind, you knew you really couldn't do?
She's not that hot.
Mm-hmm.
She's not good in bed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pussy is pussy, but she lays there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good in bed. I had the pussy before all this shit happened, so I didn't know the pussy wasn't all that great.
Mm-hmm. So you and her had been sexual together.
Dude, you already knew that.
I forgot.
I can't tell you. I mean, you've got my messages. I mean, how many damn times I have the only nude photos according to her bullshit. She basically would come over to my house, suck my dick, let me have it, whatever hell I wanted to do. I put some money on her damn Bank of America account. I put some money in her fucking account, and a couple days later, she's back, or a week later, going, hey, I need work. I need what kind of work? Well, my balls are filled. I can take care of that. And dude, it's in my Facebook. It's right. I mean, you've got all the messages.
I don't have them. I think Anderson does.
I don't. I got a few questions on Facebook. We're going to come back to that.
Okay.
Although I'm probably going to piss you off because of the time frame.
No.
You guys haven't taken the time to look at my Facebook?
I have not yet. I will, because I'm the one that they get to go through all that stuff. I'm the one that they get. So I used to work white collar cases, so I'm the one that goes through all the meticulous stuff and reads it and looks at it.
You're not going to find any kinky shit. Although I do have a lot of chicks that send me naked photos. Take a look at it. It's not bad. Hey, I'm a wealthy dude. Chicks dig that shit. Hey, take care of my hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
I got a job. I have my job.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mention I have a job. I don't live in my mom's basement. dude, you can get laid in this town.
Oh, yeah.
I can hold a conversation longer than, hey, what up? Does that work for you? I got a friend of mine who goes, I can never get laid. Do you ever remember washing? You know, maybe start a conversation with, hey, I want to hit that.
Yeah.
Talk to her. But then night she'll go home with you. Do something with it. You got Facebook. You got a lot of shit on there. Fact is, everybody talks. And you can tell the ones who really do it and the ones who really don't do it. You got a lot of posers. Understand, for every real motherfucker out there, you have 1,000 posers.
Yeah.
I had one guy on one of my groups. He's a poser. He likes to talk about how his family was mafia. First of all, nobody gives a fuck.
And if your family was mafia, you're not going to talk about it.
And the mafia really ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I had to worry about certain people, that's not it. There's much worse to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Juarez. But, Peso. But, been there.
Is that another conversation for another day?
Many long time. You realize that the irony of you putting me, you know, I don't like these people, and you putting me right in the middle.
Yeah, no,
The fuckers I don't like.
I know. It's got his torture in it.
I had this one asshole today. Last night, he was being a total douche, and he keeps calling out, hey, serial killer, how many did you kill? I don't know, I'm lost count, fuck you. He's like, and the guy's like, I ain't gonna kill him. The guy's like, oh man, the ones that doing that shit don't look like that. He talks too smooth, because I'm on my phone all the time. I'm talking about mom, and I'm just talking about stuff, and like, you know, what the fuck is mom doing? And we're talking, and he's like, man, why'd you do it? I just let that win. My golf game was weak. My kill game was good. Shut the fuck up. Jokes. Listen, that golf game was weak. He's like, man, you just buried people in your backyard. Fuck else you don't do it, man. Go eat motherfuckers. There's them out there taking the Zaxby's. Shit.
They're wanting me to hurry up.
Fine.
You got to see Ashley tomorrow.
I got to see Ashley at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know that I'll be able to get here tomorrow. I'm working Thanksgiving Day.
I'm sorry.
My wife's got to work, so I'm working, and I'm working.
Give me out. I'll go ride with him.
And I'm working Friday.
What?
You want me to come see you Friday?
Sure.
Okay.
The schedule's open.
But we'll have some answers for you. I'm gonna find out about the postcards now.
I'm just surprised. I mean, like I said, the things I want, I don't think I've been a dick at all.
No.
And I don't think I've asked for anything that's ridiculous.
I think the biggest issue when the feds got involved, and being honest as I can, is just some things came out early that there may be more to the suppressors and the ammunition and the guns and things, because my comment about there being a lot of guns, and the guns that they find, they thought there were going to be more, and then I don't know where it came from. Mm-hmm. The comment or the comment came somewhere about possibly, should you shoot her, should you keep her, should you sell her, and so somewhere along the lines that came up.
Okay.
So so that's what they're looking into, and that's why I think a lot of this has been delayed. I'm being straight with you. That's why I think a lot of this has been delayed.
Well, I didn't sell anybody. I got no one to sell to, and I don't have anybody connections to sell people. Do I know what's been done?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. With me? No. It happens in Mexico, man. They take these chicks, they put them in a fucking room, and they run 30 fucking ranch hands through their fucking day. Happens all fucking day long, every day of the week. you know,
But you've never done anything like that.
I've never been a customer, and I've never been putting somebody there. Ain't my gig. Guns, man, I got 2 or 3 of them every fucking thing. Except for the bear. That bitch was expensive.
I know somebody has one. It was $10,000.
So was that.
Yeah.
But that one also, I mean,
I never saw yours. Was it semi-auto or bolt? I never got to see it.
M82A1 semi-automatic. It shoots sweet. I took that damn in the upper pasture. I only shoot on 4th of July.
Really?
Well, I didn't buy it for the intent of shooting long range. Dude, I shoot 1,400 yards with that fucking 308. Doesn't hit worth a shit. But I guarantee you at 800 yards,
Yeah.
I can nail that.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone for a bit. I gotta get it right.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. That laser rangefinder I have, that Leupold, that got a lot of mileage on it.
Yeah.
That
was nice.
That and my calculator. I miss my calculator.
You miss your calculator.
You want a winning joke? That calculator, you don't ever shoot long range, do you?
No.
I do. It's all about math. You've got to know your range, which the mil-dot scope will tell me what your range is. They don't have the laser. That makes it easier. But if you don't, you can range it out with your scope. Basically, your height, or whatever the fuck you want to do it, height in inches times 27.94 divided by how many dots or portion of it will give you a range in yards. No, I can't do that in my head. So I have figured that out. Then you go to, of course, your MOA. I use MOA rings. Not my dials are made of angle, not mil radians. I think inch per 100 yards. Except after 300, you have to go 1.047. I'm not gonna fuck you up that. You don't need a lesson of this shit, and Martin knows how to do it. When you have the range, but that rifle, I didn't buy it for distance. I bought it to knock the fuck out of an engine block. It's not designed that way. When I've pulled that thing out, and no, it's never been used. It really hasn't. It's been shot. How could you not shoot it?
Oh, yeah.
Fires like a shotgun.
Really?
The recoil like shit.
Really?
No.
They be a lot more.
No, I went prone. I got up underneath it, and I mean, I'm picky, and when I finally squeeze that bitch off, I mean, the barrel moves, and the double springs, and that big ass muzzle brake on it. It's like shooting a fucking 12-gauge shotgun.
Really?
You can handle it. But carrying it,
Yeah.
it's 31 pounds empty.
Yeah.
No scope.
Yeah.
My dad's got a friend's got a bolt action.
Now, what I can do with my 700, that started life as a police sniper system.
Really?
Yeah, but it's on the side. Read it. Marine 700 PSS, police sniper system. I got your shit. And then I modified it to the barrel off, put a shorter barrel on it, so that my suppressor will be the same length as if I had the full barrel on it. Yeah. Then I changed out, changed out some springs, trigger's been modified, there's a few other things. I mean, it's dialed. But I mean, seriously, all day, every day, 800-900 yards ain't shit. It's done 1,400, but it's hard as fuck to do because you got to crank the turrets, and then you got to guesstimate. You can't, the turret won't move enough.
Right.
But dude, I got 2 or 3 every fucking thing. You know what else?
Trying to be crazy.
You didn't want waiting to show up?
Who?
The IRS.
Somebody.
Really?
What?
Where'd I get all the money?
Well, that's the other issue. The feds are involved. Where the hell did this money come from to buy all this stuff?
I didn't do illegal activities to get the money.
Okay.
I didn't sell any fucking suppressors to get the money.
Okay.
I have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
My money did not come from illegal activities.
Mm-hmm.
I did not take money for money had nothing to do with any crime.
Okay.
I just invested a lot of different places. I played the stock market heavy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I did real estate heavy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I was really good at my taxes, and I didn't cheat.
Okay. Then why would the IRS come?
Because they're going to want to know how the fuck you got all this damn cash.
Well, they're going to want to know.
And I'm going to tell them, dude, pull my 4506T. That is the document that give them.
You can bet your ass they are.
Oh, I know. You know what they're going to find?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're going to sit there and go, motherfucker. Now, did I make a lot of money on the side? Yes. Did I do my rentals? Yeah. I mean, a lot of times when people would do stuff, repair was $200, and I tell the dude, make it $250, give me the extra 50. Mm-hmm. When you do as much business as I do, that $50 gets quadrupled 80 damn times. You'd be surprised the money you can make when you invest right and you work right. I mean, I'm fucking good at it. Or not let me play it, do it, fuck the books. But I'll make you rich. What do you want to make me rich? I want a Keurig. Just give me a Keurig. Man, I ain't had coffee since. You know I went through 2 pots a day?
2 pots a day?
Every day since I was like, I don't know, 20-something?
I'm going to break your heart. My mom just bought the Narcs and the Keurig. The guys at the sheriff's office.
That Keurig that was on my desk?
Huh?
My agents bought that for me.
Yeah, she's just bought me and the Narcs one. It's digital. Theirs isn't.
Oh. It was digital. Oh, my mom got pissed. I actually took the Keurig. Mm-hmm. But I had 2 or 3 cases, the big boxes, of K-Cups.
The K-Cups, yeah.
Well, when she went to the pantry to get the K-Cups, they're all gone. And I got a funny feeling Bob thought he was going to get... You have to understand, my family, they're good people.
He thought he was going to be able to sell the K-Cups and make some money.
I doubt it. These people, the reason me and Mom don't get along, she keeps bringing the shit up. She keeps going back to her and grandfather back and forth. That is yesterday. That is the past. There's no sense.
What's her big? She got the picture. I mean, what's her deal?
You can't make her happy. I mean, off the books, you can't make her happy.
Yeah.
And then she walked in my house. I brought her to my house 3 years ago for Christmas, and she went through my fucking house picking all the things I should give her. I hadn't spoke to her in like 6 years. Mm-hmm. And the first thing out of her mouth is, you got to give me this. You got to give me this. Where's this? Where's that? Mom, it's Christmas Day. Leave me alone. And she started this shit up. And then she went to my house. And I mean, they finally got the house cleaned out. Mm-hmm. It's empty, except for a couple sofas. And a sofa? The Goodwill's to make the sofas. Mm. And they couldn't get rid of my desk. So Goodwill's taking the desk. But all the furniture's gone. I gave it to Ashley. She's now got fun.
What about the stuff in the lower drawer?
I was really fucking hope you guys would just thrown that discreetly off to the side. Because I'm sitting here going, I don't have any TV to watch. And I'm thinking, these guys are going to sit there, and I know cops.
I wasn't sitting in the desk chair.
Oh my God. But I'm back. But I said,
I'm looking at the desk chair. I'm like, I saw the drawer, and I was like, I'm not sitting in that desk chair.
Which I thought was more funny, the fact that I didn't do anything there. But I thought it was funny because it was the bottom secret.
Yeah. I told my mom, I said, you see the bottom secret there? He goes, yeah. I said,
open it.
Open it. He goes, why? I said, open it. He's open it. He goes, oh, okay.
I'm going to try that thing one time. And halfway through, I was like, this feels creepy as fuck. I just can't do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she came over for Christmas. I tried to do this, but they go through my house picking shit. Well, Ashley took her stuff home, took the furniture, and they're just bitching, but they didn't get anything.
Right.
Ashley gave my monitors to one of my agents.
Yeah.
And? Well, why couldn't you give it to your mother? I told Mom day one, if you saw something you wanted, take it. Do you want the furniture? I don't want your furniture. I offered it to you. Uh-huh. You turned it down. Ashley took it. She wanted it. Ashley took it. Then you're bitching because Ashley took it. Why? I gave you first say.
Not gonna be happy with anything you did.
It's just one of those people.
She's not gonna be happy with anything you did.
She's bitching that, she can't pay off.
If they say I can talk to her.
Yeah. Calm her down. If you can.
Well, what do you want me to tell her?
Chill the fuck out. Thing is, Bob doesn't know anything. Bob gets a piece of this and a piece of that, and he fabricates it into a fucking story because the attorney tells him, then he ain't the attorney's right. He just tells him something. Now they think because the money came out the books, it came out legally, power of attorney, we put it in the bank, so I can go ahead and pay to help get my kid.
Didn't they put it in the bank?
Yeah.
Okay. So you put it in their own bank account?
Yeah. With the intent of basically going ahead and helping my family, because my mom ain't got no money per month, and my girlfriend is fucking broke.
Mm-hmm.
And my dogs are eating them out. Mm-hmm. Plus, I need some money because let's face it, you know this, where I'm going, can't fucking work. Mm-hmm. They're not going to let me do a whole lot. Mm-hmm. And money's going to make my life a whole lot easier. Now, I'm not going to walk in there with $50,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. But, you know, 500 here, 500 there, go a long fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
She's freaking out. There's a lot of things there. The feds are going to come in. I get it. The 13, none of the cash, I'm telling you flat out, none of the money was done from illegal gains. The guns are not stolen. Okay? They've been purchased. Very high prices. But I know the black market real good. But the stuff came in. The stuff didn't go out. If I want to sit there and turn out suppressors all day, go through my shit. You're going to see how much, do you know how much aluminum T6 aluminum I had? 60 aluminum. I had high-end aluminum, also had stainless steel. Mm-hmm. You can't shoot full auto through aluminum. Melt.
Oh, yeah.
You have to use titanium, a coil, which I don't know how to work. Mm-hmm. It's fucking hard. Titanium, a coil, or you have to use stainless steel. I use stainless steel. They should only use that for big boy shit and or full auto. Anything less than full auto, you can use aluminum. There's a lot of science behind this shit. And a couple little bits of trick up find after that. Oh shit, that didn't work. I melted that fucker. But as far as that goes, the nothing was ever sold.
Okay.
But yeah, I got duplicates, all that shit. You guys about fucking shed a brick. It is what it is, man. Facebook telling you.
I mean, their big thing for that is, and I will go back with that, but ultimately their big thing is if he's not selling this stuff or he didn't sell these guns or stuff, prove it to us. Where they at? Where's the guns and where's the ammo?
I don't need to prove it.
But no, but I mean that getting those things, finding those things, getting those things out of the way. Okay. Like we have the ammo and the guns from the property. Mm-hmm. Okay. We know that's not supposed to be all. We don't know. They don't know where the other stuff is at. Mm-hmm. Okay. So they automatically assume it was sold. You see what I'm saying? So if it's not sold and can be proven that it's not sold, then that may grease the wheels. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know how to prove it. The thing is, black market's good to me. And you know what's funny about the black market?
Dude, you're missing what I'm saying.
I know they can't find us. They think I sold it.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
But all I had to do was tell you I didn't have anything. You got it all, bro.
I don't know.
The funny thing about the black market is usually white guys. Yeah, it's no black guys.
I know.
And Middle Easterners can't get a time of day. All the guys I know are white and they're all ex-military, and not all ex, but still they're military. Middle Eastern, first time you let up, you are out of there. Mm. They don't sell to how'd you ain't getting shit. Like I said, the shit's in front of you. It's just you guys can't find it because you guys are cops. You guys can't go on Facebook and talk to these people. You talk different than we do.
This is my thing, and that there's someday it'll come down, and you know that my thing right now, and I don't want to sound. My assignment is you. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that's my assignment. And for a couple reasons.
Okay.
One, you're not, I actually enjoy talking to you.
Cool.
You know, and I kind of have a sense after talking to your mom, okay, and after talking to you, okay, I kind of have a sense of feeling of wanting to help this process streamline without.
If I have to go, if they do the death penalty thing, the problem is there is a mandatory half a dozen fucking appeals.
Yeah.
Which means every fucking other year, this shit gets brought back up. I come back to court. We go back to forth. It goes back in the news. We recontest. We look at every goddamn thing left and right over and over and over again, trying to find something to fucking piss it off. The thing is, at the end of the damn day, all it does is cost everybody a shitload of fucking money. It doesn't do justice any good, and it totally brings up the wounds to everybody. There's no win there. There's no win. No, I want to help my family. I want to help all my family. Help me a little bit. Like I said, I'm not trying to be greedy here. I'm not going, well, if you go buy me this, I don't, fuck you, owe me shit. Fact is, I'm trying to help those out, and I think I'm also trying to help out everybody else with just closure on it. The bike place is the bike place. The two people in the robbery shit. I mean, dude, you couldn't ask for. You fucking asked for it. Kayla just wants money. The best thing I can say in there, which maybe you feel she's owed it. You know what? That's cool. That's your opinion. I'm cool with it. I don't think she's owed shit, but quite honestly, read the letters. I bought she wanted me to basically buy her every fucking thing known to man. I bought her everything known to man. She wanted me to let her kill Dustin. I cannot tell you she wants to kill Dustin. I don't think she's got the balls.
I've told Anderson about that. I've told our guys about that. That they said, well, you think he's that's the truth. I said, I don't. And I told him, I said, he's not lied to me. I said, everything he's told me, I've been able to confirm. I've been able to corroborate. Why would he lie to me about that?
How many times has she mentioned blood and her fondness for blood in my letters? She wanted me to call Dustin up, bring him out there, and then basically she wanted to fucking shoot him or stab him. She blames him for all kinds of fucking shit. Okay? Dustin ain't done shit for her.
What did she say she would do for you if you did that?
I got anal for life.
No. Was it like she was going to forget about Charlie? Was she going to forget about what had happened?
The mention here is she told me that I would let her fucking either go ahead and kill Dustin. Therefore, she saw me kill somebody. Therefore, I saw her kill somebody. That we would be even. Therefore, she couldn't tell on me and I couldn't tell on her. That she wanted to go ahead and do that. She doesn't like Dustin. Dustin's a dumbass, okay? Dustin ain't around. She tells a lot of fucking stories about the shit. Dustin's a pussy. He is a fat kid. He used to run around Pauline in a fucking ninja suit.
And what?
Yeah, I knew that'd get your attention. He's a fat kid who basically never had a daddy. He doesn't even know who his daddy is. His mommy doesn't know who his daddy is. It was somebody who gave him through, it was a Duke lineman who came through and they had a power outage 30-something years ago. And she was like, yeah, lineman dick. They thought for the longest time that they were going to hook up his mom and me. No. But she was going to basically wanted me to let her shoot Dustin or stab Dustin. In which case, if I would let her go ahead and do that, then we would be even and we wouldn't have this shit. She would be able to go ahead. She didn't want to leave the land. I can't tell you how many times I went by there intentionally to make noise without her knowing it was me, to see if she'd yell out and try to like. She got quiet. She didn't want to be found. She liked the fact that she got, basically, as long as I gave her some Demerol so her back didn't hurt. No, so her nose didn't hurt. She liked the dick. She liked the place. She had food. She had no bills to pay. She didn't have to go to work. She didn't do anything else. All she had to do was basically get up And half the damn time I bring her out of the Connex, she didn't want to go back to the Connex. She got really used to it. The dude that was, I put beds in there, I put lights in there, I have fans in there, I have food in there, she had a TV, color, she didn't do goddamn thing, but all she had to do, as long as I bring her out once, twice a day, bring her out, let her take a bath, let her take a shower, use the bathroom, have some air, a conversation, recharge her DVD. She would take half time, I'd be hanging out waiting for her, and she'd be like, I'm ready to go. She'd tell me, I'm ready to go, let's go. But she wanted to end up him, and she's not, I don't think she really, she told me that if I would let her fucking off Dustin, that I wouldn't have to worry about her running away. So we could just have our own little merry bullshit.
Just have your own little world down there.
That's bullshit. At no time is that ever going to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go. You're just going to run off. We're just going to fuck all day. No, we're really not.
Right.
I just know what to fucking do with her. So I bought her everything I could and tried to pass her. And if I didn't give her a fucking pill, she turned into a raving cunt. And I don't use that word lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I don't use the C word much. I'm just, she's a batshit. She wanted to do that. And then I don't think she's got the ball to actually go find him and hurt him. I think what she's going to do is she's going to go fuck a few guys or talk about Keith Lewis. She's not fuck them, but she's going to basically imply that maybe the man gets something out of it. And she'll find 3 or 4 guys that'll fuck him up. I tried to warn him, but the kid won't listen.
When did you talk to him?
I haven't. I tried to have one of my family call to tell him, hey, you need to keep heads up, just watch your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want involved. And I'm like, you're stupid. I'm trying to warn you, you dumbass. You know, the cops are going to probably come talk to you. I get it. Talk to him. Whatever. I got nothing to warn him about. I mean,
I know you lawyered up.
really? He didn't have any money for a lot. Well, he's in jail. I wouldn't be surprised.
No,
But
I was not my end of it. And you know, the only thing.
is he here too?
No. No, I don't know. I mean, if there are any charges going to come on him, they're going to be federal.
I would be very, very surprised if they don't get him with a shazillion fucking federal.
Yeah, if anything comes down on him, it'll be federal. But let me get out of here because they're going to want. But I'll be back. At the latest, it'll be Friday.
That's
okay.
Hey, my schedule's open. You know.
Well, you know, now you know what's his name's. I'm gonna stop this.
Guys, we made it to the end. I can't believe we're finally here, but we are. Thank you so much for joining me for all 4 parts of this interview with Todd Kohlhepp, an interview that he asked for with police. I have 2 more audio recordings that were made with Todd Kohlhepp. One was in the police station or in the jail, kind of like this one. And then another one was done off-site. I think it may have been out on his property as he was touring around with investigators. I haven't really gotten to listen to it yet, but I believe that's what it is. So I am going to continue to publish those things, and if you want any more information on the case of Todd Kohlhepp, you can go to my website, gavinfish.com, and you can see all the stuff that I've posted so far. There's so much more that I have that I will continue to add to the website. Okay? If you're new here, thank you very much for coming. Please like and subscribe, ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. And with that, I will bid you adieu. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below.